On June 9, 2015, the Denver Police Fugitive Unit was seeking a man with 2 felony warrants. They were also seeking a child, a victim of abuse and neglect, who was not supposed to be with either parent.
The suspect opened the door, saw the officers, slammed the door, and immediately barricaded himself and then tried to run out the back door. The suspect was also a heavy methamphetamine user and was extremely irrational.
The baby had been the victim of child abuse and neglect in the past, is why the baby was actually taken from him.
Now, as the officers in the back are looking in the window, they see the small child that we're looking for on a bed in one of the bedrooms. Shortly thereafter, the suspect picks up the baby, brings the baby to the back window, and begins threatening to harm the baby.
Detective J. Lopez and I tried to calm him down. He was arming himself with multiple edged weapons and picked up the baby and sat on the bed in front of the window in the view of Jay and I.
First, we were just negotiating literally, face to face through a window, trying to convince him to give it up and surrender.
As he held the baby in one arm, he held a large butcher knife in the other. We're not getting anywhere. We're trying everything. And
we just can't find a hook on this guy.
The only thing he really wanted was his freedom.
So he's armed. He's threatening to commit suicide. He's threatening to hurt the baby.
I'll kill her and I'll kill myself.
He's threatening to kill officers if they come in.
He thought he saw some SWAT members in bushes.
This guy's off his rocker. He believes there's SWAT guys sitting in the bushes outside the house.
After hours of negotiation,
I'll kill her. I will slit her throat.
Detective Lopez and I were able to convince him it would be in his best interest for him to give us the child.
So they do an outstanding job of convincing him that he doesn't want to hurt his child, that he should surrender the child to us.
The suspect and I talked and agreed that he would put the child in a baby seat. Another person who did a phenomenal job during this is the child herself. The whole time she sat in his arms, never cried, never whined. I remember her just looking at Jay and I.
I'd like to think that he wouldn't have hurt his baby.
The suspect ultimately agrees to put the baby in a car seat and to set the baby just outside the window for officers to take the baby and bring the baby to safety. Detective Lopez acts as close cover while Sergeant Bell makes an approach to the child. I want to point out how dangerous this was at the time because the suspect is standing there in the window, still armed with a large kitchen knife, and the baby is just outside the window where Sergeant Bell has to approach.
Sergeant Bell made his way up to the wall and then moved down the wall and was able to reach over and grab the car seat. And Sergeant Bell got out of there with the baby, brought it back to his vehicle, and then we backed out.
Jay and I spoke that it would be better for another negotiator to come and try to get him to peacefully surrender.
The baby was immediately taken to an ambulance to be checked and found to be in good condition and unharmed. So there's no doubt in my mind that these 2 officers saved the life of that child on that day.
Other officers continued to negotiate for hours with the man via telephone. When he attempted suicide with a multi-edged weapon, SWAT officers broke into the apartment and secured the man so that paramedics could quickly stabilize him and save his life. We commend the many officers and paramedics that answered the call that day and helped save the life of an innocent child.